You're not taking this serious.
I mean, I had to rep natural hair. Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So with what's going on in the world right now.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? You need the people who have to flip it on something. Dark future. Yeah.
Okay.
They put out the Afro comb. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was in the hair.
No, I should have been. I should have had it there. Just ready. Can't see it.
Missed out.
But you know what I mean? It's necessary. It's necessary, especially what's been going on. See, we was talking about before, like women and their hair.
We won't start there.
Oh.
We won't start there. Nah, it was just because I've just been seeing a few videos, and the one I showed these man earlier, I'll try to put a little clip in.
Okay.
No, she's someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's my type. Definitely, I like her skin tone. I like dark skinned women. She's beautiful. You know what I mean? And I like the fact that you got braids. Like you embracing your yeah.
Oh, I'm shocked, and I didn't think you were attracted.
Why are you shocked?
I don't know. I didn't think I was his type.
I should think that, but
Yeah, nah, you're very beautiful. I like your skin tone again, and you know you got gorgeous almond eyes, and you know, yeah.
Okay.
So are you still leaving your balloon unpopular? Is he someone that is your type?
He's attractive. I just didn't think I was his type.
Why are you eliminating yourself? You want the balloon back?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was just a woman getting complimented by another black man about her natural look, her hair being beautiful, wearing braids, and she just didn't expect it. She was like, what? And it was one of those pop the balloon videos. So she just
disqualified herself,
disqualified herself off the bat. She just thought, I just didn't think I'm his type. How can you say that if you've ever heard what the man has said? Like this thing that is just absolutely bonkers to me. And that is probably social media, colonization,
100%.
and how the world around you and perception of having to like to get jobs.
No, yeah.
To be let's not go there. Sometimes to be even in school, you can't even wear it. Yeah. So if it's just been beaten out of you, since then,
and also
it's just a battle that you're fighting, I think, daily for women, just to think like, I like myself. It's a battle for them. I understand, but you've got to try. This is you. Like, what are we doing here, man?
You've got to learn how to love yourself.
You got to learn how to love yourself.
Where is that? Your head. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Literally, as you said, it's you.
It's you, man. Like, you see us. We love it. We want to see natural hair. I'm gonna take a picture and we'll just say, ching. Yeah. We'll see you behind the camera, and man's wearing his natural hair. I'm wearing mine. It's braided. Yeah, braid your hair if you want to, man. I know it's hard to deal with, but we love it. Twist it up, satin.
Yeah,
even put a head wrap.
Yes.
I don't care. Sometimes when you're just looking at the weave, it looks nice. Don't get me wrong. It's just like, what's underneath it?
So that's what you're saying the issue is then? Is it wigs? Is it weaves? Like
all of it.
What's the kind of thought
It's
process?
all of it at the end of the day. I don't mind it, but when it's the everyday wear and you don't actually you forget, and then you know what happens, unfortunately, you wear these things and then it ruins your natural hair and it ruins like the edges and stuff like that, and then you have to carry on wearing them or the relaxing. So don't start looking at me and start saying, oh, this man don't know what he's talking about. I understand why you do it, because you say your hair is hard to deal with. But how dare you say that at the end of the day, because it's you. You're trying to say yourself is hard to deal with. You've got to love yourself. What is hard to deal with about yourself? Every day should be about you.
That's it.
It's a bar.
You know what I mean?
It's a bar. That's splitting.
It's passion, isn't it? It's actual, like, I love to see black women. I love to see white women wear their natural hair. Why are you doing your stupidness sometimes as well, fam? Like, what are we doing? Like, but I'm black and I'm talking for my demographic of people. So, and when I see it and people and women are just giving me I call them excuses about hard to deal with. You the man that actually cut us down. You don't really like it. Okay. Okay. Social media might tell you that man don't like it. So the men at the top that you might be battling for that you don't really need are saying that we don't like it. But the man on the ground, us down here, we love the thing, you know.
The grounded man. The grounded man.
I mean?
I got a question. What's your thoughts? Like, is there any on just where that comes from, where that kind of thought process is coming from, where they're like that belief system of like, okay, almost what you're saying is like a self-hatred of their hair. So what's your kind of thoughts?
I think it's a little bit more multifaceted, definitely. Okay. So it's come down through people saying good and bad hair. Good hair's closer to white hair, bad hair's furthest away from that.
Okay.
That's usually a thing. So stemming from people above you, older lot, that would tell you that, wouldn't they? Older generation, but that obviously comes from them not being able to get work in the workforce. you know, when they're going out and such. So their hair would be classed as a nuisance. So they'd have to either wear fake hair, you know, horse hair, or Indian
We stop
hair.
with that, bro. It's the
Well,
Indian
horse hair
hair, bro.
or
Natural,
Indian
natural,
hair.
it's natural. Some
Yeah,
horse
but
hair.
to get the Indian hair,
Stop that.
so when it comes to, because Indians don't really cut their hair, but what they do is they go through, I can't remember what it is, but they go through a certain ritual where if their life is going bad,
They cut their hair.
they cut their hair, so all of the hair, and they see that as a renewal.
Rebirth?
So all that, rebirth. So all of that hair, that's where all the negative energy is.
Okay.
And then us lot come and
Like
collect it
the
up and say, oh,
They
we're
do
gonna
that.
put it
They
up.
get, you got Brazilians, you know what I mean? You got Brazilian hair, and we got. I don't even know
different
them.
types, yeah, but
I don't know them. How many different types of hair can you just name off the back?
Brazilian, Peruvian.
probably got Argentinian in there as well.
Obviously, we said Indian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you've got the
yeah.
Indian hair. The horse hair as well.
So give us one more.
Yeah, I was about to say
Obviously,
synthetic.
synthetic. Yeah. That'll
You
do.
don't
That'll
wanna
do.
put that
That'll
stuff on
do.
your
So
hair.
we got
That's
4
just,
there.
that's just five.
That was 5. I don't know. But there you go. So
Just off the back.
Yeah, just off of that.
And that's
And
just-
people are just putting that in their head. I'm like, yeah, I don't think it's a good thing.
yeah, we don't.
Of
So we
course,
talk
we've got,
about
yeah,
Indian.
real human hair. Human
Oh.
hair, so you don't even know what human or where it
So
comes
it's a
from.
mix up. Stop it. Pick and mix. Yeah, you don't need to.
That's it. You definitely don't.
You don't need to.
Don't do it.
Don't do that.
But yeah, I think it's definitely multifaceted. There's many different things, and now people have taken it, and it's now a life choice every day. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's a form of acceptance, just in general. Mainly if it
Yeah.
comes through
It's a
work and
fitting
then gone
in.
from there.
It's a fitting in thing. You're forced to fit in.
Yeah.
You have no choice, but you do have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
That's the mad thing about it, because at the end of the day, we've created this division, but we're all just humans. So we don't need to look at each other with all this division at the end of the day, but it's easier said than done. I know.
We've been indoctrinated within our thought processes though to have to be divided.
Yeah, but from the
jump.
get-go,
Yeah,
from the
yeah, yeah.
jump.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
That's
not
what
even
makes it
talking
different.
about even the last 50 to 60 years, 100 years. I'm talking the last 1,000 years,
No,
2,000,
yeah,
3,000. Like we've been from the jump. So fighting a losing battle here. But however, you don't need to actually fit into those constructs. You can just choose not to be like that on your day to day. And I try to be like that.
Yeah. So I've seen. So I grew up with sisters in it. So I've seen like sisters wear weaves, wigs, all the rest, and I see why they use it sometimes. Like there is a place. I do think you got to be careful of what you're putting in your head though, because obviously that is your head. It's an extension of yourself. So like any energy you carry on you is going to be carried within you. That's just, and it's gonna hold its place within yourself. So you got to be very, very careful of those kind of things. However, like for instance, my sister ain't dyed her hair. I'm just gonna use one in particular, right? My little sister. She ain't dyed her hair. She hasn't dyed her hair before.
Right.
There's times though where she'll have like, she wants to have brown hair or like a lighter toned hair, like blonde highlights, whatever. And she wants to have a certain style. And she's like, I could do this, but it means I have to go through all this procedure and do this damage to my hair and this. Or I can braid my hair, slap this on my head, go out, get my pictures, have my night, look the way I want to look, feel pretty and all the rest of it in the ways that I want to feel pretty, and then come home, take that off my head, not wear it for a few months or whatever, and then, do you know what I mean? So
I've heard it.
there's an occasion for it, and it's like, it's not being used on a day-to-day. So when it's being used time and place, I'm like, we all have our vices, we all have our ways of making us feel good, all the rest of it. And I'm like, I'm not against it then.
Everything in moderation.
Because it's in moderation, right? So it's in moderation. So I'm not against it in those situations. I can see why black women may feel a type of way, especially darker skinned women, about their hair tones, or their hair texture, sorry. And the reason I say that is because like there's a stigma and there's a teaching when it comes to the black community, when it comes to darker skin tones. It's getting better now, but even growing up, I'm thinking of like when we was kids, like the stuff that I would hear about darker skin tones. Like, and although there was a contradiction, it's like darker the berry, sweet the juice, but at the same time, get out the sun, you blackie.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
What?
Crazy work.
Hold on. Darker the berry, sweet the juice, but you don't want me in the sun because I'm too dark.
Because I'm too dark. You don't need to get dark. That's it.
So what's the truth? What's actually within you? So although consciously we may be being taught darker the berry, sweet the juice, and that's what we're being told in those moments. Subconsciously, what we're being taught through the behaviors of how we're being treated on a regular basis, and how we're seeing the darker skinned people who are older than us act and respond and monkey see, monkey do, they are operating on a way it's like, no, I need to be lighter skin toned. I need to stay away from the sun. And then there's these comments that the darker skin tones get. So then there's this perpetuation of hatred that then it stems from within, because it's now within your mind, that then it's like, all right, cool. So if this is bad about me, what else is bad about me? And you got coarse hair. It's like, you got coarse hair. It's like, oh, you got coarse hair. That's not good hair. Like you were saying before.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not good hair. So now you can't have long hair because you got coarse hair. Because that's not good hair. So we're gonna hide that. we're not gonna allow you to show that, relish that, and like be proud of that. But then it'll also be way Afro and black proud, be proud black. Like it's like these contradictions is real and it's there. So I can see where like the contradictions in the language comes from, where they're like, these women are like, oh, I love my hair, I love myself, and this, that, the other, but then in their actions are showing otherwise. I can see that, because there's a contradiction in everything. In your whole reality has had a huge contradiction, right? So naturally you're going to pick up on some of those things. What I would say, however, is like, when you're kind of talking about your hair in certain ways, when you're looking at these excuses, kind of ask yourself, if a white person was saying that, what would it sound like? Do you know what I'm saying?
I was real locked in. 100%.
Imagine they come in with the Afro wig instead, like, nah, I'm just not feeling my hair today.
I don't like my natural hair.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
dirty, it's greasy. Do you know what I'm saying? It's dry and it's straight.
It's thin, and I don't like it.
I don't like it. It's like, I want it bushy and I want it like this and I want it like that. You're gonna be like, why don't you like yourself? Why don't you like your hair?
Instantly.
What's going on there?
It can get all nasty and wiry and everything, you know, man, and they're still just rocking it.
No problems.
No problems.
Because society hasn't told them that there is a problem. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's like, if they, because they haven't had that societal pressure where it's like, there's an issue here, they're not seeing an issue there, because there is no issue there. It's just their hair. It's an extension of themselves. They shouldn't feel a type of way about their hair. Yes, you should clean your hair. If it's dirty and all the rest of it, that's one thing.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's one thing.
But what you just said there, that's literally as simple as that. Don't make no sense, man.
But
It's as simply as an attachment from me. If I'm not trying to do madness, I'm making it look all extravagant, actually distract people. What the hell? Why you've even got a comment on it? Like, what is it doing to you? How is it offending you?
Yeah, and it's like, even with myself, like, I've looked at my hair funny. Like, when I used to have, like, even growing up, I was told, like, if when my natural hair was in afro, if it was in a picky afro, it don't look good.
It doesn't. We know that. We all know that. You know that in yourself.
Nah, but
if you know that in yourself, when your afro is not to the standard of what you want it, then
but that's a different thing. But I mean, like it's not acceptable for me to leave my house and go to the shop because I've got a picky afro. I'm like, well, I can't have a picky afro, bro.
It's my choice.
Yeah, but not even just my choice.
There's a stigma behind it.
There's a stigma behind it.
Wrong.
That
is
is
even more kinky and coily than what it should be at that point.
Right, that's what I was trying to say. Thank you, perfectly. So like, when, just for instance, I'm just going to use like an Indian person, a white person or whatever, they go out, they got out in their bed hair. So they're in their bed hair, they jump out of their bed and they slide off to the shop. No one bats an eyelid. I know a good to do that same thing. People are going to be they're looking at, I'm feeling the type of way about my afro. They're looking at me funny about my afro. I'm even looking at me funny about my own afro.
Or even
That's
like,
crazy.
Do you feel like that even when it's like presentable, how it's like now?
Oh no, I love it like this. What you mean?
Even when people are going to look at you regardless.
Oh yeah, I get that. It's a beautiful afro. I'd look too.
Yeah.
When I see afros around, I'm like, yes. I'm like, yeah, rep
Can't help
that.
yourself.
Yeah, man. I'm like, yo, you got a clean afro. Sometimes like, I'll even big them up and show some love and all the rest of it, because like, you don't see too many people like unapologetically just showing the afro, especially not in today's generation. There's a lot of styles, and I'm not against the styles. I wear styles. I love the styles as well. Like, I'm not saying that's a problem, but it's just, that's just the fashion of today. That's the style. That's the.
Yeah, but you can wear natural styles. That's what we're trying to say.
I'm agreeing with that. That's
We're
what I'm
trying to
saying.
say
Like,
that.
I'm for.
That's
So that's
what
why
we're
I'm
pushing.
like, yeah, that's the.
If you want to braid your hair and have it cane road all the time, it looks good, man.
Yeah,
Do it.
yeah, it's clean.
If you want to add a little extension on their cane road too, don't really mind that too, but it's cane road, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not trying to
to
do
make
that.
them longer. That's
But it's
calm.
when the 24/7 weave and the 24/7 wig, and you're gassing up the wig like it's live.
Like it's the thing.
Oh, like it's your hair.
Yeah.
Or like you, yeah, that's when
This is
I'm
on
like,
my hair. I'm like,
I paid for it.
it's like, can we get in the water then? I don't want to mess up my hair. What are you you talking about? If it's not you'll dry that shit off like it's nothing.
No, but to be fair, yeah, like it's funny. Some of them just don't give a toss. They just go and do it regardless.
Yeah, I like that. They're the ones that don't care, though, innit? Like I said, they don't care, and it's like it's not a thing for them though. For them to have that, like the hair's just the hair. Like, I'm just wearing this because of this, that, and the other. So if it gets mashed up on the rest, whatever, don't matter. And I think that's nice. I think so. I do see where obviously that whole conversation of like that self-hate does come from, because it's even been within myself. I don't know if it's been within you twos. You've not experienced it, not seen it. You couldn't care less, not had that.
I relish.
Oh, fair enough.
Relish it sometimes.
Yeah.
I love the confrontation, you know. I'm a bit mad when it comes to it.
You like that?
Yeah, man. When they had it in school, I used to like, it's my turn.
Yeah, okay.
You want to try that with me? All right, cool. Fabian, we think that you might have to cut your hair. Well, they didn't actually tell me, they wanted me to plait it again because I had my hat out. That's when the end of it. So year 11ish when I started to have my hair bigger and that. I was just like, what? I said, okay, so how is it affecting you? And they were like, well, we just think it's distracting to the other people. I said, really? I said, really? Really? Literally was just looking, I was like, what are we doing here? So I said, are we going to go and, I can do a case study with you right now and go, literally I just mocking it at this time. I remember it's like, it was plain day, it was yesterday. So we can go in lesson and ask my friends and people in this class, is my afro distracting them? My afro wasn't even as big as yours right now, bro. It weren't that. And I'm just looking at this woman, I'm like, please tell me yes, please. She goes, no, we don't need to go and do that.
Of course you don't want to do that. You know what's coming. It makes you feel uncomfortable, bitch.
It doesn't sound right, does it to you? I said, we are in year 10 now. I believe it was year 10 or year 11. I'm established. People know who I am.
Yeah,
they're not going to get distracted by anything unless I'm distracting them as a person.
Yeah.
Like my hairstyles is not going to do that. Maybe in year 7 and 8, you might be able to get away with such things because people are new and they're going to pick on people because they may have something different. You might get away with that there and then, and you might be saving someone from being bullied. However, that ain't going to run with me now. Stop that.
It's different, isn't it?
Please relax.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I was waiting for it, man. I was like, really? I was at this time now. And you know who I am as well, and that's what it was even worse about it.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I said I love it now, so I love it. And
I
people
didn't
would
have
say,
long hair like that then.
I
I
remember you had short hair.
My long hair got cut. I had to cut my long hair at year 6.
Same.
How comes you had to cut your long hair though?
Because I wasn't looking after it.
Oh, see, no, mine was being looked after. My mum was like, I'm having twins. I ain't got the time and energy to be helping you look after your hair, plaiting it, and just that the other. I'm gonna have twins to look after. You're cutting your hair. I cried. I cried and begged her for like 6 months because she gave me advance notice. She was like, after a couple of months of the kid, that she'd got to a certain point in the stage, and she's like, yeah, I'm having twins. She's like, you'll get that hair going. So she gave me like good 6 months ahead. I begged for 6 months, please let me keep my hair. Let me keep my every case. I was trying to pull up every.
You didn't have
case.
no one else who could plait it for you. You think that's probably at the time it's different, isn't it?
We did. It's just like the efforts of that mum would have to go to get that done though. It's like you gotta go to someone's house. Who's taking you? I'm the one who drives. I've got to take you to this place. I've got two.
Oh, I feel sorry for you now, man.
It was dread.
That's hard.
I would have had long hair for my whole entire life.
Yeah.
My whole entire life.
Me,
Can you imagine how long my hair would be now?
Cold.
No, it was dread. So it went until like 21. I came back from Essex and I was like, I'm growing my hair back. I was like, I'm growing my hair back.
So
that time.
I had I had short hair up until year 4, and I started growing my hair in year 4. My hair grew like weed real quick at that time. Yeah, so I had cane rows in like 4 months, if that. It was stupid, like it was dumb. Yeah, and there was a woman over from St. Lucia at this time who was dating another one of my cousins. She was cold at braiding hair.
Nice.
Yeah, so she was braiding hair from the moment my hair was just even gripsable. I don't even know how she was doing it.
She got magic fingers.
Yeah, and so yeah, I had it from year 4 to year 6, and then in year 6, my mum was like, "You're not looking after your hair. I'm looking after your hair." And then at this time, your hair's not even long like that for you to have to say like, "I'm gonna have to do the hard work to wash it and that." Because you understand how to wash your hair, because I was doing it and then I wasn't doing it. So you know what I mean. I've got no leg to stand on. So she just cut it. She said, "We're going to barbershop. Cut it off." Year 6 till year 10, I didn't really have long hair, but that's like getting high top. And then the best way to get your high top out really is just to keep growing it or just chop it off and start again. So I cut it down to a mid size, and then we just screw it, and then the afro was just going, bro, for like year 11.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's decent.
That's Chris.
Yeah, that's decent.
It's completely different for me though.
Why?
My
But
hair
then,
was
then
too
I
thick.
just cut it, and then I cut it off again anyway.
My hair was too thick when I was younger.
Thick.
Yeah. I had my hair is very coarse right
Brillo
now.
pad hair.
Not even Brillo pads, just too curly. So
Oh,
when my
okay.
mum would actually twist my hair, it
There's
would cut
like
into
names
people's-
for these, for the like.
That's how I think
textures
it was,
of hair, innit?
Like 4C or 4 whatever it is.
No, yours is way past that.
Yeah, but
Yours is-
when my mum used to braid my hair, it used to cut her cuticles. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why mum was like, I think when I got to a certain age, I was like, okay, I'm not doing your hair anymore. But Kaleem and Anset, so my younger brothers, they had better hair than, well, my mum would say better hair. So
Not
even,
better hair.
even innately, I'd say better. See how it comes out. But they would have
they have easier
less
hair.
coarse hair,
It is
less coarse
easier.
hair to deal
It
with.
is technically easier to
So-
deal with. Like there's harder and easier.
That's it.
We're not gonna say it's not doesn't exist.
That's
You know what
it,
I mean? It doesn't
100%.
exist. Like you still gotta do it though. It's you.
So yeah, so she would do their hair. My hair, I always had to cut my hair. But then I think maybe about
She was
a
breaking
year
razors
ago,
too.
I had the, as you said, the high top.
And
You
breaking
know what I'm
the razor.
saying?
Kinda stuck in there.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, so like about a year ago, I started to grow my hair. For you, she was like, why don't you just grow your hair out? I was like, all right, I had my high top on, had a little twist up thing up there, and I was like, do you know what, yeah, fine, I'm just going to grow it from this. So that's what I've done from last year. It's grown out quite a bit. I semi-looked after it, but more recently I have. So the first couple months I didn't, because I never looked after my hair.
Yeah,
Never been long enough to look
like,
after it.
bro, I went through it. COVID.
Yeah. Then the past
know,
couple
bro.
months, I've grown it, and it's actually grown in a staggering amount. Even though my hair looks short and curly, but if I stretch it out, it's just long.
bro,
My hair curls so tight. It's
If you
unreal.
saw my hair, my hair was just last Monday, I think it was. But the day before that, people were asking me like, I cut my hair and that. I was like, no. I said, my hair just shrinks when there's no water in it. And I can't be asked to keep combing it out each day and that. I just spray it up, comb it, and then I just pat it down, and I put my skull cap on it, and then I put my hat on it, so it's like proper just down. And then when I come back the next day and my hair's like this, they're looking at me like, what? How? I said, bro, a blow dryer. You know the water blow dryer can do, bro, with a bit of water. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yours is 4C
100%.
plus, I swear down.
Yeah, it's 4C plus, definitely.
It's not even a 4C plus, but it's 4C plus, bro.
I'm 5C again, that's where I'm at.
5C?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
No joke.
But yeah, I think I got this off my chest now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm not trying to cut women down, man. I love black women with one.
Same way.
yeah, it's
As much as you might say she's light skinned, she is not light skinned. So yes.
it's a thing of, like you said though, it's like you because you love them, you're holding them accountable. So I've seen a thing where it's like men showing love is holding you accountable. Like that's a key way that men show love. It's like holding you accountable to a certain standard. It's like you want more for them.
I don't want to go there.
Yeah, we won't even get into that. But it's like you're holding them accountable. So you're like, look, here's a standard. Forget what this standard that we've been given. Your hair isn't nasty. Your hair isn't
gonna
dirty.
take
Your
effort.
hair is going to take effort. It's only taking. You only see it as taking effort because of the perception that you've been given. That perception can change. Your hair is beautiful. Relish it. Celebrate it.
And it's gonna take effort in like looking after your hair, but it's gonna take effort in changing this narrative.
Yeah.
That's what we've all got to do. We've all got to actually just come together and say, we don't care.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, like, it's my hair. If you want to carry on wearing your weaves, go and wear your weaves because you're going to be your hair at the end of the day, do your thing. We're just going to tell you that we don't dislike you for your natural hair. We love you for your natural hair. That's what it is at the end of the day. So don't start using it as a reason to not wear it because we're not going to respect you and love you for it. Because definitely the people on the ground and my people here and the people that I'm around on a day-to-day basis, that's not the normal talk that we talk between us, man.
And if that's what he's chatting, to blood clot with him.
You know what I mean,